Woo!
M-I-N-T Parker. 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 Shut the hell up. I'm trying to hear what they talking about.
What's going on? What's goody good gang? What's going on YouTube, man? You already know. It's your boy coming back with another video, Conversations from the Table. And I'm gonna start off gate. I am so sorry. So sorry for not uploading a video to Conversations at the Table. I been going through a little transition and just having a little fun and just learning new things and all that and above, man. I'm sorry. We here now, so that's what matters, right? Isn't that what matters? I guess. I don't know. You already know the usual though. If you ain't already, hit that subscribe button, man. It helps us for us to help you to keep these videos coming to you. Why do I keep rhyming? I sound like Dr. Seuss. And I rhymed again. Anyways, through my transition, man, I learned some new and, cool, interesting things, man. And with the things that I learned, I decided to share a little bit of the insight with you all. Why not? If you know better, you'll do better. I say that all the time, man. You're supposed to go throughout the day learning something new. Every single day that you live. You're supposed to learn something new every single day that you live. If you don't learn something new, maybe you can watch this video and maybe I just taught you something. Or I will teach you something because I haven't said anything to teach you yet. But it's coming. But anyway, I devised a list of about 8 or 9 things that I feel are big things that will help with self-improvement, self-betterment, just to help be stronger, within any person, male or female. This is no biased thing. So anybody can take note of what I'm saying right now and use it for themselves, you feel me? So this is my knowledge to you, which is going to bring us to the first topic. All right, so first topic. Well, I would say first, not topic. We're going to take the other thing. First thing to know, number 1 on the list for self-improvement. One thing that you have to know and that you have to recognize. And you may call it cliche. We don't probably heard it before. It's all good. I'm saying it again and I'm putting my twist on it. I'm going to give you my perspective on it. But the first thing that you have to recognize within self-development is knowledge is power. A lot of you in the new age tend to have forgotten that stands. No matter what, number 1 is always knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Without knowledge, you wouldn't be able to do half of the things you're doing now. Without the knowledge or somebody teaching you how to work the phone that you on social media making videos for, you would not know how to do so. So at the end of the day, knowledge is power. No matter, I don't want it. Okay. At the end of the day, no matter how you like it or not, knowledge is power. It's the most powerful thing in the world. If you don't have the knowledge to do something, you're incapable of doing so. You understand? Number 1 to recognize is knowledge is power. There is no limit. There is no limitation. Reach for the stars when it comes unto the amount of knowledge that you can absorb. No matter if it's through a day, through a minute, through an hour, it does not matter. Absorb as much knowledge as you can possible. knowledge is the gateway to everything that you want in the world. And no matter how you want to break it down, it leads to knowledge. You have to know about it to be about it. And that's just being completely honest. So I'm just going to say now, don't let the new age of social media and how things going now not make you think that knowledge is power. Knowledge is always power. And one other thing I'm going to tell you, to all the subscribers, to everyone that's watching the video, to my friends, anyone that watched the video, my wife, anyone, pick up a book. A lot of people don't recognize the difference that it is between actually picking up a book and reading versus listening to some audio book or, looking at it online. You actually have to pick up that book because your brain recognizes and feels that physical touch, and your brain will basically absorb it so much better because it is more that you have to put into it. The more initiative you have to put in something, the more that you care for it. The more that you work for something, the more that you care for it. You can find something online quick. Look, knowledge is power. Like, what's the thing that Lil Jon used to say? Read a book, read them up. Book. But I ain't heard that in so long. I'm sorry, man. Y'all don't mind me. But anyway, that's the first one I had on the list, man. Knowledge is power, man. Don't ever forget that. Ever. Number 2 on the list, and what is this? Yo, I'm missing like a whole piece of my skin. How did that happen? My bad. I'm sorry, but number 2 on the list, another big step, self-improvement, is recognize your faults. In order to be able to help anybody else, in order to be able to help yourself, you have to be able to recognize your faults. So basically what I'm saying is self-reflect. Self-reflect whenever something happens. When you recognize something is going wrong, look at the situation. A lot of people want to tend to throw shots. Oh, that person did it. That person did it. Whenever it comes to a situation like that, I guarantee, just listen to me. I guarantee, before you go start pointing fingers saying, oh, it's this person, that person's fault, take time and just bathe in silence for a minute and just take time to yourself and really just think about the situation. Because I've had to do that myself. I've had to take time and go to silence and reconcile, and sometimes I recognize that, hey, it was my fault. I made a mistake. It was something that I did. Not every time. I'm not telling you that, hey, you go and recognize it like, oh, it's my fault. Nah. I'm just telling you that sometimes you got to actually sit back. Because I tell my wife, my kids, I tell my friends this all the time, that there's always a two-way road to a problem, no matter what. If somebody acted a certain way, it's your reaction that can either add fuel to the fire, or then you can add that water to it. It's your reaction. So at the end of the day, it's always a two-way road when it comes to a problem. So as I say, number 2, recognize your faults. Take accountability, man. Know that. All right, number 3, man, and I just want to say off gate, do not take this the wrong way, because of the fact is you are supposed to care about others, most definitely. But one of the big things that I've been studying is of the Stoic, I think, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that wrong, the Stoic people, the Stoic people, I believe that's right. But anyway, one of the things that they study was, one thing that will help with self-improvement was putting yourself first. Now, not myself individually. That's one of my transitions that I've went through myself. That's why I say I've been kind of like on a little break, and ain't no offense to y'all. I love you all. but I've had to put myself first on some things and really just do some things that I want to do, etc. You know, whatnot. So, as I said before, do not take this too far, because too much of anything good can be sour. That's 100. So, putting yourself first. If you know if you're this type. Sorry, you know if you're this type. If you're the type that always giving your all to everybody else, you always giving money to somebody else, you always giving your support, giving your insight, you always just being the person that always wants to help, that individual is the main one, because you have to focus on yourself. If you don't take that time to meditate, and just focus on yourself and really just think about things that you want, things that you need to have done, things that you could do to be better, you're already working, you're already working 8 to 10 hours a day. That's already all that time gone. And I don't even want to go into detail of that, because technically we're not even supposed to be working, because it get deep when it come to that, because it take away a lot of time that you're supposed to self-improve, and that's the only reason I say that. But unfortunately, we're in a situation where y'all got to work, so some kind of way. But that's one of the big things. If you always working for the other individual and never putting yourself first, you cannot focus on trying to self-improve. So one of the big things that the Stoic people said is putting yourself first, and this will lead to a lot of the things that we're speaking about today. Put yourself first, just for an hour, just for a day. I mean, not the whole time, because like I said again, you have to care for others. You got kids, you got mothers, you got aunties. I mean, you got people that love you too. So don't just go out there and just be Mr. Scrooge, bro. Just buy humbugging everybody. Like, don't do that. That's number 3. Number 4, and this is one of my biggest things on the list, and I'm gonna be real, like, I've learned to kind of like master it now, but I was a big person that did not believe in this rule myself. Matter of fact, there we go. Rules, there we go. These are my few rules to self-improvement. But anyway, this rule here, man, is like one of my biggest ones, man. And like I said, it took me a minute to really learn myself, but you ever heard of the phrase, you can't cry over spilt milk? Yo, you don't realize how deep that really goes. You cannot literally cry over spilt milk. And what I'm basically saying, and what that quote basically means, is stop being upset about shit that you can't control. If it's something that you can't control, by all means, just let it be. It's a lot of you that are really stressing about things in life that you really have no control over. The main thing you can control is your body and your mind. More strictly your mind, unless not everyone, but more of, the average individual can control their mind and their body the most. So if it's something on the outside that has happened, or that is happening, then, I mean, you're not God. You're not Jesus. You're not Allah. You're not that person. So you can only do so much. Don't break yourself trying to make a situation better if it can't be. If you drop a mirror, there's no point in you trying to go and glue them pieces together. That mirror is gone. Most times. That's number 4. Remember that too, man. That's a big one. Do not cry over spilt milk, and then go deeper than that. Number 5 rule to self-improvement. And I see online that, the world really got a problem with this. Sometimes I do too. I wouldn't be judgmental. So, but number 5 rule. You got 2 ears and you got 1 mouth. Know what that basically break down to? You're supposed to listen more than you speak. Literally. Number 5 is take time to listen. Take time to listen. If you're that individual, and like I said, I was once that individual, and you just always want to get the last word, just want to say something, you will never solve the problem that you having or that the other individual is having, that you may be having an issue with, if you can't hush and listen. You got to close your mouth sometimes, close your brain off your thoughts, and start actually thinking about what the actual other person is actually saying. Take time to shut up and reconcile and realign your thoughts, bro. Sis, no matter what, take time to realign your thoughts. Stop trying to have the last word. Stop trying to talk. Stop. Look, you got 2 ears and you got 1 mouth. Listen more than you speak. That's number 5. All right, and number 6, I know I started the video off with it, and it was a little joke, but at the end of the day, it's dead for real, like so serious. Like, this is one of the biggest things that you really have to do and really focus on, and I've said it a few times through this video, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I did. But 6, meditate. Meditate comes with taking time to yourself and putting yourself first. That's why I say a lot of these rules connect with each other. When you take time to yourself, that time that you taking to yourself, take that time to meditate. A lot of people don't realize the power of meditation, how much it can clear negativity, just clear the mind itself, because that's basically what meditation is. Cleansing the mind and relaxing the body. Body at ease, mind open. Take 30 minutes to an hour to yourself sometimes, man, and just, if you like the outside nature, go outside. Sit outside. Make sure you be careful of your surroundings, because you don't want to have your eyes closed and don't know where you're at, and then just watch your surroundings if you go outside. If you're at home, of course, but watch your surroundings if you go outside to meditate. If inside, cut on. I like to listen to rain music, and I'm sorry, my lips are like super dry, and I don't feel like going and getting CarMax right now, so I'm trying to lick them, and it's not really helping. So yeah, whatever. If you're inside, listen to like rain, and they got certain things you can put on YouTube, or Google, whatever it is, meditation music, and there's certain hertz that you can listen to that will actually help train the brain into meditation, that will help you actually go into it better. If you all want me to actually give you more insight and make an actual video on meditation, comment below. And as always, man, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you learned anything so far, But if you want me to make a meditation video to break it down more, to give you more insight on how I meditate and the benefits that I've received from meditating, I wouldn't mind. So drop a comment below and I wouldn't mind doing that. But meditation is a big key, man. That's number 6. Number 7. Like I said, everything kind of like connects with everything I said. Kind of connects with the 2 ears and 1 mouth thing. But silence. Damn, man, now that I really just realized a lot of things that we were taught when we were younger, myself, really plays a big part now that you get older and see. But I learned in school a while ago, and now that I'm getting older and starting to really realize it, silence is golden. Not at all time, because sometimes it can be straight rotten cancer. Sometimes you don't need to be silent, and that's just being real. I feel like something's on my face, piece of hair or something, but silence is golden. And I say that because not everything requires a response. Again, ties into the 2 ears, 1 mouth thing. Everything does not require a response. It also goes back to something else I said on here. Somebody come up to you, can be pissed off. It all depends on your reaction that can make the situation better or worse. Stop wanting to be this macho person. A lot of people in the new age now want to be all this mouthy person. Like, learn to de-escalate some shit sometimes, man. Sorry, excuse my French, but it be pissing me off. Like, somebody say something, I see so many people get mad or something. Learn to de-escalate the situation sometimes, because you never know what that next individual is going through. That person may need to hear some encouraging words. They may be going through it. We all go through it. We all have our days. Every dog will have his day. So just remember, silence is golden. Not everything requires a response. Remember that. Whew. And I done made multiple videos with my co-hosts, guests, and we said and spoke about this multiple times. Create your own life. Become a master of your own reality and your own reality. I think I said the same thing twice. And become a master of your own reality. Become a master of your faith. Do not let anybody else, social media, no matter the case, determine what you want to be. Like, period. It is up to you to strive on what you want. It's up to you to go out there and bust your ass to go and make it for what you want to do. It's not up to anybody else. Do not look at another individual's success and try to compare it to yours, because that's always going to lead to downfall. It's always going to lead to a doubt. It's always going to lead to something negative. Bottom line, do not compare other people's successes to what you have going on. Stay in your box and recognize that even if that person is successful, that you will be there one day. You have to manifest that. You have to believe it. If you do not believe it, you will not achieve it. Good Lord, bro. It seems like all the quotes from back in the day are just coming back to haunt me right now. If you don't believe it, you won't achieve it, man. Another old school quote, man. And that's facts. Again, that's number 8. So that is every single woo, every woo. I'm sorry, we gotta be serious now. But that is every rule that I had that I decided to discuss with you all. I think that was 8. For self-improvement, man, and take heed to this, man. Like, it's a lot of individuals that are suffering like mental illnesses and just like going through things like stress, depression, anxiety, just any one of these things. This will help with all of that. As somebody that was literally going through it themselves, I'm talking to you. Crowd, listen to me. This will help you. Take heed to this, man. The world is going down a dark path, man, and I just want to see people do better, man. I really do. If you all do not know, MENT stands for Minds in the Next Transition, man, and I really do want everybody to transition with me. That's pretty much it, man. That's it for this video. If you learned something today, if you didn't learn something, if you just like to see me on camera, whatever the case may be, hit the subscribe button, man, and hit the like on this video. Drop a comment below if I really just touched your heart, man. Like, oh, if I really touched your heart, man, you can hit a comment, man. You know, it all helps me. It'll also help if you like the video, because it'll help the next person to see this video. It'll keep it going. If it doesn't get any likes, then YouTube doesn't recycle it through the views and the algorithm, and yeah, that's too deep to go through that. Anyways, man, I'm sorry after LL Cool J, y'all, the whole video, man. Like I said, my lips was dry, and I'm gonna go get some water. Stay hydrated. Stay energized. I think somebody say stay hydrated. Drink water, dog. Somebody say that too. Y'all have a good time, man. Click the video that's popping up here, man. Y'all be blessed. We out.